Okay, the next question I'm going to go through is the one on inequalities, and again, this has been done recently in lessons, so I'd stress the importance of making sure you're looking back at that work, okay? There's only one equation on here that's really, really easy. X is greater than or equal to minus 1, okay? So basically, you do what it says on the tin. X is equal to 1, you ignore the inequality, you just find X equals to 1, and we'll worry about that in a second where it's greater than or equal to. So X is equal to minus 1, so if I looked at my axes here, this is the x-axis. Where is it equal to minus 1? Here, in the middle. So if I come and find here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I need to come back 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there. Okay? Now that's where x is exactly minus 1. Now the common mistake that people make here is they draw a line going through here parallel to the x-axis. But I want every value on the line to be equal to minus 1 on the x-coordinate. Okay? It actually goes through the x-axis at right angles. So it's this line here. Okay? And the reason why that is x equals minus 1 is if you put your point on any point of that line, your pen on any point on that line, it's always equal to minus 1. The y value changes all the time. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, that's changing every time, but x is consistently minus 1. Okay? The other one that is probably easier than the other one is this one here. Now this trick will only work if it's just x plus y equals 5. Okay? You just basically find 5 on the y-axis, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here, and 5 on the x-axis, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here, and you can just draw a line going through the pair of those two values. Okay? So come down to the edge, and you must always label your lines as well. That's one of the things a few of you were doing in the exam. Just say what they are. X plus y equals 5. Now the reason that works is because here the y coordinate is 5 and x is 0, so 5 plus 0 is 5. And then here x is 5 and y is 0, so 5 plus 0 is also 5. If you picked out any points on this line, so 2 and 3 there, 2 plus 3 is 5, 4 plus 1 is 5. That's why that works. Okay? So this one here, the top one, this is the hardest one. You want to get it in the form y equals mx plus c. And at the moment, it's not like that. It's got everything on one side equal to 0. So all I'm going to do for the first bit is write y equals, and I'm going to take over that minus 2x, and it's going to become positive 2x. And I take over the plus 1, and it's going to become minus 1. Careful for that minus 1, that's where people made their mistake. You now draw an xy table. So drawing that. Here, x, now y is equal to whatever x is times by 2, take away 1. That's what that's telling me there. And then I can choose any 3 values of x I want. Okay, the one thing I'd recommend, make sure you use ones that are on the graph. And if it goes outside on your y range, if it goes outside of what's there, you may have to go and do 2 more, or maybe 1 more. But you must choose at least 3 points. I always choose 1, 2, and 3. So here, y is 2 times 1, because x is 1. So 2 times 1 would be 2, take away 1. Be 1. Here x is 2, so 2 times 2 would be 4, take away 1 is 3. And here x is 3, so 2 times 3 would be 6, take away 1 is 5. By going in consecutive x numbers here, it wasn't a coincidence that my numbers went up in 2s. That's what the m was here, the gradient of the line was 2. Okay? So from here, I can plot 1, 1. So 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. And then I can plot 2, 3, which is actually already on the line there. And I can plot 3, 5. So in the middle there, and in the middle here. Now, if my ruler doesn't go through all these 3 points, then I've done something wrong. Okay, it's a really, really big hint that you've done something wrong. So let's check. Yes, it goes through all of them. That's good news. Draw the line, extend it to the edges here. Okay, so that was the line y minus 2x plus 1 equals 0. That's what that one was there. Okay, at the top here. So I've now ticked off that I've done all the graphs. Now, this is always going to bound a region. Okay, and it says make sure that you clearly state what your region is. The first one to sort out easy is x equals minus 1. Now, we're told in the question x is greater than or equal to minus 1. So if it's greater than or equal to minus 1, it must be everything this side here and here. Okay? What I do is I get rid of the area I don't want. So it's this bit here that I don't want. Okay? Now the other two are not quite as nice. If you've got a diagonal line, it's not quite as simple. So the way I do it, we're told x plus y must be less than 5. Okay, so pick a point, any point on the graph, and I always pick the origin. Here, the x coordinate and the y coordinate is 0. So if I chuck that into that first statement, x plus y is less than 5, 0 plus 0 is less than 5. So this point here is the side of the line I want. That means I don't want the other side, so I don't want any of this stuff here. Okay, and all the way up there as well. And then finally, for this one here, the 2 y minus 2x plus 1 is greater than 0. Well, again, I'm going to use this point here, 0, 0. So I'm going to chuck it in. Y is 0, x is 0. So 0, take away 2 times 0, so that's still 0. Plus 1, so that comes all together as being 1. 1 is greater than or equal to 0. Well, that's true again, isn't it? So this is the side of the line I want. I don't want to shade this side, so it's this side here that I want to shade. All of this point up to the line. Okay? Now in terms of doing what it said, make sure you clearly indicate the region that represents your answer. Have I done that? Well, I've left a nice blank space, but I haven't made it clear, so I'm just going to put capital R in there to show that that's my region, or I could even write in region. One thing that you should never ever do in the actual exam, don't use pen, because if something goes wrong, you've lost all the marks on that question.